Here we have the 2020 Chevrolet Spark LT. And this Spark comes in Caribbean blue metallic on black with silver cloth. It's got the 1.4 liter 4-cylinder engine. Made it to a CVT transmission. And that blue is absolutely gorgeous. Here's that front end. Got daytime running lights, along with some fog lamps as well. And here you have your 15-inch aluminum wheels. And there's your front driver's seat. Got power door locks, power windows, and power mirrors. And there's your rear seat. But you can actually, I mean, you really can't fit anything back here except a small child, but it's better than nothing. And you've only got seating for 4, and this middle console is always a cup holder, and then you could put some things there. I don't know if I can get out of this thing. Ugh. Whew. And there's your little pocket, and then you've got window roller right there. And there's your rear cargo space. And then if you want to fold the seats down, you just pull up right here. And they'll fold as far as they can go compared to where the front seat is. So if you ever need additional cargo space, that's how you get it. There's your passenger seat. Now with your LT Sparks, you've got AM, FM, XM, and Bluetooth. And then you've got a backup camera, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and a Wi-Fi hotspot. There are your AC controls there, along with your vents. And then you've got a couple charging ports here, which you can use for your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. And there's your automatic shifter. Got your emergency brake here as well. You've got your OnStar right up there. There's your glove compartment with your owner's manual. Like I said, this one's got cruise control, so you've got that, the steering wheel audio controls. And there's your gauge cluster. And then we're gonna take a look at what's under the hood. So with this one, you pull this up, and then you've got a little, you've got something to hold it up within the engine bay. So this one doesn't have hydraulics on it, but that's the 1.4 liter Ecotec 4-cylinder engine. And that's basically it for the 2020 Chevy Spark. Next, we're gonna take it on a test drive. It's a little snug in here, so hopefully you all can see the video. I am intrigued on how the Spark is going to drive. I think this is the smallest car I've ever driven. Alrighty, we're gonna open her up right here. Actually not bad. Wow, I'm already at 40. Goodness. I've driven some of the older Sparks and I did not expect it. I mean, it's not fast by any means, but I did not expect it to actually go, if that makes sense. Just coming out of the corner, just giving it a little throttle. I don't think it went up above 3,500 RPMs, and I think that's part to do with the CVT. So, you know, you've got more oomph on the low end because it doesn't have to necessarily find a gear. But yeah, this is very, very nice. The driving experience is awesome. See how it does getting on the interstate. Relatively smooth for this kind of car. It revs high, but not bad at all. Got the cruise on 75. I'm getting 40 miles a gallon. Insane. Yeah, this is impressive. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, these fuel mileage numbers are impressive going this fast. Going down this stretch of the interstate, I'm getting 55. It's a little slanted downhill. But I mean, just incredible fuel numbers. I always thought, why would you get a hybrid, or why would you get a Spark when you could get a hybrid or something like that? But I see why. This is just a good car for getting around town and commuting. And brakes are really good. They've done a really good job with these cars because they used to, I don't want to badmouth GM, but I mean, they used to be awful. In all honesty, they were just, for people who really couldn't afford anything. But I mean, I'd drive this if I could fit in the seat. They're still snug. So if somebody 6'3" like myself, I've got the seat all the way back and I feel like I'm getting claustrophobic. But other than that, I mean, the seats don't feel bad. I like the steering. Throttle response was good. The CVT is surprisingly good. And like I said, low end response is great for this kind of car. For once, I feel like in older CVTs I've driven, when you give it gas, it doesn't really go the way you want it to. But with this, it's doing what it's supposed to. Just a great driving experience so far. Let's see what we've got here. I'm gonna open it up. I mean, it's got some power. I mean, nothing to brag about, but for a car this small and what I was expecting from the Spark, I'm impressed with the output this thing is giving. And the fuel numbers are great. just great. I'm going down this back road cruising. I'm averaging 45 to 50 miles a gallon. And I'm cruising at, what, 45, 46? And of course it's on a flat surface. As I go up this hill, it does like 35, 40, but I mean, still, it's not going below the 30s with the cruise control on, which is awesome. And I will say, if you're to get a Spark, I definitely recommend this Caribbean Blue, because I just think it's a beautiful paint cover. Beautiful paint color. It really stands out, and it makes it more attractive to look at. And these Sparks just don't drive like clunkers like I feel like they used to. The older Sparks, I did not like driving them at all, but this drives like a new car should drive. Very impressive, just very impressive. And overall, the ride quality is good, and it's been pretty quiet in here. But there you have it. That's my test drive, the 2020 Chevrolet Spark.